All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sir Dre from the Bay with Sport and a Smile podcast. And with me, as always, Lady Blue in the Bay. Our usual Sunday afternoon edition of Sporting a Smile. Lots to talk about today, I guess. How you
Yeah,
doing,
there
Blue?
is.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
well. How are you?
I'm good.
Talk for me.
I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah. So, um, wow. Premier League opened up today. Or
Yep. I thought you
yesterday.
said
Actually,
Friday.
actually Friday. Yes, actually Friday. Um, yeah, man, I was up at 7 o'clock in the morning Friday trying to watch that first match of the year. I'm glad I was though. It was a good match. It was a good match. But I'm not going to get into that segment right now. Let's talk about what's going on in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Talk
All
about
right.
it.
Okay, the Giants. I can see. That it is what it is with them. I'm really just kind of like, I don't know, sick of watching them get leads and then
Lose it.
poof, be gone. It's and today the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't watch
I I
today's game.
I just
But it's like, when you're watching the game, it's like, why even get your hopes up? You can't really get excited unless, number one, the lead is like really large and it's late in the game. But if it's like a lead like 2-0, like I think it was, what was that? Friday? Whatever day it was.
yeah, it doesn't
And then
matter.
I think it was 2-0.
It really don't matter
And
because
they like blew it in what, like the ninth inning?
yeah, yeah, yep, ninth inning, and today they lost in the eighth, I think it was. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I know that they've got a few games. Ooh, whoa, about to break my tablet here. Um, I mean, they've only got a few games left in the year, but like we were saying before, go out on a high note. Get some of these wins, disrupt somebody else's season. Uh,
I feel it.
just do something. It's just it's hard. It's hard, and I hate it for the Giants fans. Even though it's a long year, it's a long season, and with all the changes during the trading players and picking up a bunch of youngsters and whatnot, what have you, it's tough. What the what? And
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm looking at Instagram threads right now,
yeah.
and it looks like a lot of people are canceling their season tickets for the Giants.
Wow. That
Yeah.
wow. Really?
Some are, I guess they just say right now the organization is in tatters or in disarray. Like the management is not really connecting with their fan base, is all I'll say.
You know what? Those are the people I call bandwagoners. I mean, if you're a season ticket holder, you bought the season ticket for a reason,
Yeah.
right? You bought it because you believe in the Giants, you like the Giants, that's your team, you represent, you support. But now all of a sudden we get a losing season, we got a new manager.
I don't, I'll just say like this, I'm really not going to get, well, I didn't read all the comments, but like the main comment was, I'll just say it like this, for like political reasons. Um, and I'm sure other people have other reasons. But yeah, like I said, the management is not connecting with the fan base. The majority of these people are lifelong season ticket holders.
Okay, so
If you want some season tickets, it looks like there's going to be an availability.
well, here's the deal. This is the way I look at that. All right. This is the second year with the Giants. during his second year, he's traded out a lot of players, brought in a bunch of new players. Those new players are not going to pick up and get instantly acclimated with the team overnight. It doesn't happen. So rather than give him a chance, here's an example. What if 49er fans had given up on Bill Walsh? Bill Walsh's first 2 seasons, horrible, until he brought Montana in and then started putting other pieces in, and boom, before we knew it, we had a Super Bowl. So who's to say that our manager for the Giants right now won't do the same thing? He just brought in a bunch of new players. Yeah, we got rid of some players I wish we would have kept, but he's trying to build this team the best he can. Season ticket holders want to, sell their seats, sell them. Somebody else will be there to pick them up. I guarantee you.
And that's why I said that apparently there's going to be a lot of season tickets available.
That's
if
fun.
you want to become a season ticket holder. Evidently they're in a rebuilding phase, like you just mentioned. I mean, for whatever reason, I'm not going to, get into it. That's their personal reason.
Yeah, I mean,
I just wanted to point it out since we was talking about the Giants.
It's not. It's no sweat off my back. Or you know what I'm saying. But yeah, the Giants season has been up. It's been. Every year that they come out, I always hope that they do well. I'm spoiled with the last 3 World Series that we had, 12, or was it 10, 12, and 14, 2010, 2012, 2014. And I still haven't given up on them. We haven't had a real winning season since then. But because, now we're, having this horrific season, I'm supposed to go, oh, I'm done. I don't want to be a Giants fan no more. Whatever. I've been a 49er fan since 1972. So, I mean, if I haven't given up on my boys, I won't give up on the Giants. So like I wouldn't give up on the Warriors. And I'm not going to give up on the Valkyries, which you can talk about a little later on in women in sports.
I feel like it.
Well, if you don't want to talk about them, we talk about them now.
No, we're going to continue on with whatever we're talking about. We could just finish talking about the Giants. I'm say something else. Because apparently I touched a nerve.
I'm kind of done with the Giants conversation, other than the fact that I hope. Let me see what they've got. That can't be possible. I am missing some games on here. What is? Okay, I'm trying to take a look at the Giants' upcoming schedule, and the website is either broken or I don't know what's going on with that. But either way, it is what it is this year for them.
I feel like that's kind of like, I hate to say it, like the Bay Area thing, but hopefully the teams and the sports that are coming up are going to be better, like a bright spot.
Yeah. So they lost to Boston. I think they won one of the 3 games there. They go into Cincinnati tomorrow. They don't even get a day off. They go right into Cincinnati. Got 3 games there. Then they go to Arizona for 5 games. 4 games in Arizona, and then they're back home. But I mean, it's like they've only got a few games left, like I was saying, and I just want them to go out on top, or not on top, but go out on and win the season. Go out and win, go out.
I think we talked about that Friday, whatever day it was. We had that discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I would like to see it too. I mean, they'll have a series, and I think did they win 2 games in this series? I don't know because they played Boston and then they played. I don't know. There's so many sports in my head right now.
Yeah, same here. Trust me. Trust me. And after Friday, it's only going to get worse for me because of the world football. Oh my God. Oh my God. World football. You got Premier League. I got the Bundesliga. I got MLS. I got USL. Well, MLS has been going on for a while, but I don't really follow them because I don't know. San Jose. We'll talk about them in a minute.
Yeah.
So 49ers, check. So, for some of y'all that haven't checked, and I know if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you already know. You already know.
But what do we
The
know?
Viking is coming back. He has been lifted off the PUP, which is physically unable to play list. Kittle will probably be in Australia, suited up and ready to go. He probably won't play in Thursday's game against the Raiders, but he has been lifted off the PUP list and is ready to go. Speaking of the Niners and the Raiders, which is this Thursday, and I'm not sure exactly what time that game is. Do you know right offhand? Because I know it's not. It might be a 10 o'clock game for me, like the last one.
I don't know, but I will look it up. I feel like I want to say 5, but I don't know. Because I know one of the games that's coming up, I was like, great, I'm about to take an Uber home. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a bunch of technical difficulties going on in my house. None of my equipment seems to be working.
It is 5 o'clock. It is 5 p.m.
5 o'clock, so it's 8 o'clock game for me. Okay, that's better than 10. But yeah, I can't wait to see that one because once it's over, I know it's go time. It's go time. The biggest news right now, like I just said, is that Kittle's off the physically unable to participate list, and yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
So let's just address the elephant in the room.
What is the elephant in the room, Droopy? You sound so excited. What's the elephant in the room?
You're going to be the elephant in the room if you keep it up. So basically, when we had our broadcast on Thursday, like I tried to sound fancy, when we had our broadcast on Thursday, I mentioned that the Niners are possibly going to be at Kezar Stadium on Saturday, which was yesterday.
You know what?
So whoever the news guy was said it was a mistake. I opened my TikTok, Instagram, whatever I opened.
Matt Maiocco. Write him. If y'all want to be mad at somebody, Matt Maiocco, NBC Sports. He's the one that said it wasn't supposed to happen.
And it happened.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a practice. They said it was a fan event, but yeah.
Either way, I mean.
Either way, yeah, the 49ers were at Kezar Stadium yesterday.
Yeah, and, I bet you there's a lot of people who probably thought it was a mistake and didn't go out. And now that they know that it actually happened.
That came out.
Yeah, there was a lot. I saw the clips of the line.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, oh man, oh man. You know what? I would be mad right now if I was in San Fran and I didn't go down. Me, I would have went anyway, just to make sure.
I told myself I was going to do that, but then I was doing other stuff. Yeah, and I kind of forgot it. I kind of pushed it to the back of my mind because the reporter, whatever his name is, said that it was a mistake. And I told myself, and I think I said it on the broadcast Thursday, that I was like, well, I'm just going to go anyway, and I had full intentions to, and got sidetracked and didn't.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you were going to go down. And I said you should. Man, that's wrong. That's
Yeah, so
that's that's
hopefully they do it again next year.
yeah, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, they've done it 2 years in a row, so who's to say they won't do it again? You know, who's to say they
Yeah.
won't do it again? Um, yeah, I would have been hot. I would have been mad, mad, mad.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I was. I really was. Cause
I know you. I know
yeah,
you were. I know you were. 'Cause I was mad for you when I saw the when I saw the footage, and I was like, no, they didn't. And yeah, they did.
yes, they did. Well, happy for the people that were out there. Good for you.
Yeah, I hope y'all had a good time because that's a rare occasion. And
Yeah.
if they decide to do it again next year, you can best believe Hate Street gonna be shut down. Hate Stanion, what's that? 19th Avenue coming from the beach. That's 19th going past Kezar. Yeah, or is it
So we have.
Sunset Boulevard?
I'm sorry. I was gonna say we have some Niners history. See, I did a little bit of research.
Okay.
So tomorrow, which is August 24th, will be the 80th anniversary of their first game played.
And
They played the Los Angeles Dons, and they won 17-7 at I guess they said at Balboa Stadium in San Diego.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So history was made 80 years ago this week with the 49ers.
Their first game was in San Diego.
That's what it says.
Wow. And they played who? The what?
The Los Angeles Dons. Keep up.
No, I just wanted to hear you say the name again. I am keeping up. That's why I asked you to say it again. The Los Angeles Dons.
Yeah.
Dons, like the Dons.
Yeah. Yes, like your favorite.
Yeah, my university. My university up there. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
San Diego, and not only that, but they played the Dons.
Yeah.
Oh man. So 80 years ago tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, wow. That's wow.
So maybe that was why they're at Kezar Stadium.
That could be. That could very well be. That this being the 80th year, I'm sure they're going to be doing a lot of.
Yeah, as they should.
A lot of community type events like that. Just out of nowhere. I won't say out of nowhere, but show up, and because I remember when I was out there living out there, and I used to go to the training camps and all that. I remember they had a it wasn't a secret event, but it was for season ticket holders and family only. And at that time, I was a season ticket holder. My seats were in the up in the stratosphere, but went down there and no charge to get in. Just show your information about your season ticket, because if you're on a list, you're on a list. Everybody was allowed on the practice field. People were milling around. All the players were lined up, sitting down, basically just chatting with people. Sit there, chat with them for a little while, get an autograph, take pictures, talk about this, that, and the other, then move on to another player. It was cool. It was real cool. I had a great time, and a lot of kids out there, of course. But I ran into, when he was playing, a dude named Ransom, who he played cornerback. He was my height and my size. And I walked over to him immediately, because not only that, he was wearing the number I wear, which is 20. And I was like, I could cover you. And he's like, no, you couldn't. I said, I'm the same height as you. He stood up, and he thought he was taller than me. He stood up, and then he asked the other players, he's like, who got it? Who got this? Who got this? They're like, he got you by about half an inch. I was like, yeah, see? But no, Ransom was a good guy. He was cool. He was real cool. Signed autograph, chatted with me. we talked about our size and how people our size get overlooked and underestimated, so to speak. So I had a good time, and I'm sure that's what it was at Keysar. Just wide open field. Boundaries, of course. Get down, go talk with the players, sign autographs, pictures, things of that sort. You should have went. You're kicking yourself in the butt now, ain't you?
Yes, I am. Didn't I say that already?
I'm just reminding you.
Reminding me to kick you in your butt when I see you?
If you can catch me. You ain't kicking nobody. You ain't kicking nobody nowhere. Let me just tell you. But yeah. So what else is going on in the? Oh well. I don't have my report in front of me because my top is not.
Your laptop is acting up.
Is
the worst.
No, it's not my laptop. It's my tablet, and it was working well a minute ago.
When you had the chance.
That's what you sound like. So,
good.
Whatever.
My job here is done.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you know what? Your job is done. You
shut up.
You shut up.
Are you going into the world? Are you going into the world of football?
I most certainly am, because that's going to be a minute. So I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump in Bay Area first.
Okay. Why?
Because that's what we do. We're a Bay Area sports podcast. We talk about the Bay Area sports, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
I'm just mad.
So I'm going to jump on this one first because got to watch a little of this match. Oakland Roots in San Antonio. Wow. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some luck in it. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right. So Oakland Roots not doing great, but got a much needed win yesterday. 1-0 over San Antonio off a penalty kick. The penalty was legit, and I'm glad that he made it. Peter, he made it. I don't know. I don't know what to say about the Bay Area football teams. I don't know what to say. They just can't seem to get out of the cellar. I mean, the Roots. Where are y'all? I think they're in like 14th place, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yeah, they're in 10th place. I mean, it's sad. It's sad, in my opinion. And I don't even what's really bad is they don't even give out any stats on the game. But they did win yesterday against San Antonio FC 1-0 on a penalty kick. Toward the end of the match, and sitting in 10th place. Don't know how many games they got because the USL doesn't give a lot of information. They just don't. Right now, let's see, 2, 4, 6. They got 8. I think 8 games left. I could be wrong. Could be more. Nope. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 matches left in the season. Just like the Giants, I want to say Oakland Roots, just finish on a high note, please. Finish on a high note. Season's not, no playoffs for you, but you can go out and be spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Go out and be spoilers. Go out and just play with some. Just do it. Just play to be playing. Um, I think Bay FC is actually playing right now, and I thought I was going to be able to watch that match while we were doing the show, but I could not find it anywhere.
It's on the. Remember, we said they switched to the NWSL network.
Yeah, I looked and I looked at that, and I didn't see them listed. I did not see them listed as being on there. I don't know, but they are playing right now. I don't know what the score is yet. Shoot. Yeah. So I'm going to skip over them for a minute and go to your San Jose Earthquakes. Okay.
It looks like the Bay FC score is 0-0.
Okay.
That 0-0 just to irritate you.
Yeah, that would irritate me. Why you want to irritate me? I don't irritate you when you're talking women in sport. Yes, I do. And yes, I am. Anyway, San Jose, if you watched the match, or if you didn't watch the match, if you know the score, or if you don't know the score.
Don't want to know the score.
Well, I'm going to tell you the score anyway. They lost 5-1 to Minnesota. But let me tell you, I looked at the highlights of that, and I'm going to tell you, San Jose didn't get beat. The score is a lot worse than what the match was. San Jose had 10 shots. 6 of them were on target. Minnesota had 11 shots, 6 on target. The big deal with San Jose's score, Minnesota's goalkeeper, Calendar, oh my God, that goal could have been an extra 2 feet wide, and he still probably wouldn't have got it past him. He had a major game yesterday. He was just on fire. He just was not letting anything in. He played an awfully good match. Minnesota beat us, 5-1, but the first goal came in the fourth minute on a penalty kick. Werner kicked that in 1-0. And then, a few minutes later, Minnesota's Pereira, he put one in the back of the net. It wasn't until the second half. No. Pereira put one in 10 minutes. And then Yeboah, he hit one in the 40th minute, and then 4 minutes later hit another goal for Minnesota. So he scored within 3 minutes. He scored one, and then 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, boom, scored another one. So they went in 3-1 at half. Caldera for Minnesota put one in the 65th minute. And then the last goal came in with Gonzalez scoring in the 86th minute. It really wasn't the game wasn't as bad as the score. It really wasn't. The game was not that bad. It wasn't that bad. I looked at it. I'm like, man. Let's see here. There's my. Where's what? Here's my cuz. Hold on for a second. Y'all hold on for a second. I gotta do something here.
What is putting people on hold?
My cousin Llewellyn just sent me a text. Anyway, that San Jose match didn't look as bad as a score. They actually played it. They got some really good shots off, but again, Calendar for Minnesota, hell of a goalkeeper, I got to say. He wasn't letting anything in. He just was not letting anything in. I just hope, again, San Jose can get a winning streak going, because right now they sit, where are they? Okay, that disappeared too. See, this is becoming something of a nuisance. I can't find my. I just had them up. Yeah. Anyway, I think San Jose is in third or fourth place at this point in time in the MLS in the division.
I think they dropped to fifth.
Okay, still playoff contenders.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is what it is. The Bay Area.
No, you're right. They're still in fourth place.
Okay. So the Bay Area is, again, going through one of those Bay Area droughts where none of our teams are doing very, very well. With the exception maybe of San Jose Earthquakes. We haven't seen the Niners yet, but when we do.
Well, we saw them Thursday, but I guess you're saying that because it's not regular season.
Yeah, we haven't seen the real Niners yet, but when we do, we'll know. As far as Bay Area's football, soccer, and for some of y'all, most of y'all, that was pretty much it as far as this weekend for world football, as I call it. You guys can call it.
I mean, basically, you can call it what you want.
Yeah.
I have one little tidbit.
What's
I
that?
believe, if I can remember correctly. I think I sent you the reel, but the Tuskegee, what is it? Tuskegee University, they scored their first ever goal in the school's history.
Yeah,
So,
the men's team, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's
the big news is, and why people are so excited is because I'm assuming they've never had a soccer/football team before.
Yeah.
And to have, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. I mean, okay, so historically black University or college now has a football team, soccer team.
Yeah, I think
what is the big deal? What is the big deal? You guys afraid they're going to come into the NCAA and start dominating? Possibly. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, yes, congratulations. Definitely, Tuskegee. Congratulations on getting both men and women's football, soccer teams. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and we will try and follow you as best we can. Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to a young group of guys. You sent me this.
Are you abusing your dog?
No, he is chewing on his toy. He's abusing his toys.
It sounds like a cry for help.
He's beating up his babies. Give me that. He's beating up on his baby. So yeah, I want to give a shout out. Now, I looked at this and I cannot believe. Now here's here's something for you Giants fans that want to give up your season tickets. Try this one on for size, all right? In Alabama, there's a high school who the football team had lost 101 straight games. Now, if you're a parent and your son or daughter is playing football at Columbia High School in Alabama, I forgot what city it was, but they're in Alabama.
I thought they were in Georgia, but okay.
No, it's Alabama.
But yeah, go ahead.
If your son or daughter is playing for Columbia and that team hasn't won in God knows how many seasons, 101. I know it's 101 games. So how many seasons is that? It's got to be at least a 10-year. You got to figure high schools play about 7, 8, maybe 10 games a year. So that's a decade.
Yeah.
That's a decade of not winning, not once, not one single win in over 10 years. Finally got their first win yesterday. finally got their very first win in over a decade. I didn't get the score, but I just want to give a shout out to those young men, present and past, the guys that didn't give up, the guys that still believed. You keep fighting like that. That's what it's all about. You got your first win. Who knows? You might take off from here. To the coaches who hung in there, you guys, I commend you, because that's a tough job. To lose every game, you know, I don't know. I'm not a quitter, and I probably would not have quit. But that's a tough thing. That's a tough thing to deal with. You know, you go into the season, obviously, like any other coach and as any other player, you go into the season going, we're gonna win. We're gonna get a win this year. We're gonna get a win this year. Well, they finally got their first win after 110 losses. So, Giants fans that want to give up your season tickets, let's say the Giants go 110. Then I could see you giving up your tickets. But for them to have the season they're having right now, please go somewhere. Anyway, shout out to those guys. Moving on. So the Premier League started, Friday. I was up at the crack of dawn. I was up at, I think about 6:15 or so. Game started at 7:30. And I only did that because my producer told me I had to be able to watch the match and get the notes.
I ain't told you.
Okay, so yeah.
But I appreciate you being up at that time and watching all the matches.
Yeah, it's what I do.
You ain't heard nothing.
Yeah, okay, I ain't heard nothing. Anyway, it was a great match. It was a good way to start the Premier League season, 26-27. Arsenal, who is the defending champs, came out against Coventry. They beat them 3-0, and it was a really good game. Clean match. There was actually 23 fouls in total, but none of them were card worthy. In other words, they weren't tackles or pushes from behind or yanking somebody back by the jersey, this, that, and the other. It was a very clean game. There was 2 yellows, one for each team. And other than that, it was a very clean, fun match to watch. Like I said, Arsenal won 3-0. Avarte scored in the 15th, Saka scored in the 23rd, and Odegaard, he scored in the 49th minute. It was a really good match. I'm glad I got up to watch that one because I would have been upset if I hadn't. Then yesterday we had 4 matches actually, that I actually couldn't wait to watch. One was from Hull, and they were playing Manchester United. Now Hull is a new team to the Premier League. They just got promoted into the Premier League. And this was the first time they've played Manchester United before, but have never beat them. They never beat them, especially when they were in the Premier League. Well, guess what? Hull won 2-0. First time there was a first win for them in the Premier League ever. And Manchester United fans were not happy. Needless to say, but Hull fans were ecstatic because they were playing at home. And I think, in fact, it was the first time they beat Manchester United at their own home, or in other words, Hull was at home. First time they beat them there, and it was the first time they ever beat them in the Premier League. So it was a win-win all the way around for Hull University. Woo, where am I going? Hull won 2-0. Not a lot of fouls in this one either. It was a pretty clean game. 2 yellows for Hull, 1 for Manchester United. Clean match. That's the way I look at that. Yeah, it was a clean match. And there was a kid who made his debut in the Premier League, Mendy, for Hull, and he scored his first goal. his very first game in the Premier League, and he scores a goal against Manchester United. That's going to go down in his little book. Cut the scraps out the newspaper and all that, get the film, keep that one for the archives. The other matches that day were Everton and Crystal Palace. Everton won that one 2-0. Another clean game. One card issued. One yellow card, and that was against Crystal Palace. A very good game, 2-0. I enjoyed that one as well. And then it got kind of rough. The very next game, there was only 2 cards issued out, but Brighton and Tottenham, they were going at each other. Brighton won 3-0, and like I said, there was only 2 cards issued. But here's the deal: there were a total of 33 fouls in that match. But again,
that's the one where I said it got kind of spicy.
Yeah, there was 33 fouls in that match, but yet they weren't fouls that would call for like an ejection, a red card. They were just simple fouls. A missed tackle here. Guy falls over. They were helping each other up. Patting each other on the back, saying sorry, whatever. But there were 33 fouls in that match, but yet 2 yellow cards issued. I like those kind of matches. I really do. I think that's the way the game should be played, unless, of course, you get like, I'll talk about this one here in a minute because it got real ugly today. The other match yesterday was Nottingham Forest and Leeds United. Or was that today's match?
I don't remember.
I do believe I think that was yesterday. Doesn't matter. Leeds won 1-0. I do believe that was today. 3 cards issued in that one. 15 fouls for Nottingham Forest and 14 for Leeds. Again, a lot of fouls, but only 3 cards issued. Referees are kind of lenient right now, being kind of lenient with the season beginning, which I agree with. I really do. I agree with that. I think that's how it should be. Don't get so lenient that you start ignoring fouls. Call a foul, but unless it's like somebody kicking somebody in the head, or you can deliberately going after somebody's legs or whatever. I think the reason that there's a lot of fouls, but they're not harsh, is because there's a new rule. I don't know if it's in the EPL yet, or maybe it is. If you injure a player and that player is out for an extended time, you are also out until that player is back and ready to play. So that does, in my mind, tell me, okay, I'm not trying to kill nobody. I'm not trying to break nobody's ankle. I'm not trying to, do anything to cause this player to miss time because then I got to miss time. I think it's a fair thing. We'll see how it goes throughout the season. Ipswich Town and Sunderland played yesterday as well. That was a 2-1 game. There were only 3 cards in that match. All three, the Sunderland. Let me see how many fouls were in there. 26 fouls, but only 3 cards. So the game is, you're going to see fouls, but you're not seeing like the rough stuff, where guys are just yanking people by the back of their jersey or deliberately kicking somebody.
Pushing and shoving. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, that one was the.
Was that the one after the one you're talking about?
I think you're. No, I know which one you're talking about. And let's get right into that one, because that's Well, let me say, BHA played Aston Villa, and that was today. And let me tell you, the Aston Villa fans were not happy. That game was over with in the eighth minute. The first goal was scored, and it was an own goal. It was an own goal, and it was over with from there for Aston Villa. They lost 4-0. There was a red card issued in that one in the 40th minute. Gomez for Aston Villa was given a red card. I looked at the foul, but what it was that he had already got a yellow and then got another yellow, which means a red card. So he did get ejected from that. There were only, other than the red card, there were only 5 cards issued in that match. Again, the game was 4-0. It was over with in the first 10 minutes with an own goal. That's an omen. The first goal, you kick it or you put it back in your own net. Excuse me, that's not going to be a good day.
For him,
it's not going to be a good day. But here's the thing that caught me about that match. BHA had 593 passes that were connected compared to Aston Villa's 242. So that too tells you it's going to be a bad day when you cannot connect more than 300 passes. BHA had 593 connected passes throughout that whole match. That's crazy. That's called ball dominance. That is just ball dominance. Newcastle played Liverpool, and that was a really good one because it finished on the last minute of the match, and it was on a penalty kick. I don't know if you were able to watch that one, but I cannot pronounce his last name. Zabalski, I'm just going to say, scored a penalty kick in the 90 plus 9 minute mark of the match. It was 2-1 up until then. The penalty was legit, and he scored the penalty, tied the match. Like 60 seconds later, the match was over. Final whistle. 2-2, Liverpool, Newcastle. The game I really want to talk about, and you know about this one. What happened to what did Haaland do to his head? If you guys did not, if you didn't watch the match, you haven't seen it yet, you haven't seen Haaland, the ponytail is gone. And so is the rest of his hair.
So a funny thing, he said Zlatan told him not to.
Yeah.
Because his hair was his strength.
Yes.
But obviously he still got his strength.
No. He didn't score. He was not even a factor in the match today. I mean, he made some good cuts, some good passes. He wasn't even a blink in this match today. Not even I won't say he wasn't a threat because he always is, but he had nothing today. I don't even think he had an assist. I know he made some good passes. He made some good through balls. Other than that, even when they were getting corners, which they had, let me see how many corners did they get. Manchester City had 8 corners. Now that's usually where he dominates. You know what I mean? Those corner kicks, get up, boom, hit her in. But no, he was not a factor today. Not in that match. Yeah, they had 8 corners. The goals were scored by Guhai, Gvardel, and Tevamir. He wasn't even a factor in the game. He wasn't even a factor. And I'm gonna tell you, when I was drinking my coffee and I turned the match on, I almost didn't, like you said, you almost didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
But when I did finally recognize him, I almost spit my coffee out. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the hell? I'm serious. I was like, what the hell did you do? But he did make a video, apparently like a couple of weeks ago, whatever it was, saying that he was going to cut his hair off. And he did. And like you were saying, a couple of people said, don't do it. don't do it. You'll lose your power. You'll lose your strength. Who's the Greek or the mythologist? Was it Hercules? And if he cut his locks, he loses strength, or whoever it was.
I don't know. And I took mythology when I was at City, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like I could not, and I still don't believe he cut that hair. That was his trademark. It was just right.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
so I saw an Instagram thread, and I hate to sound like that, but I saw an Instagram thread, and I don't know if I sent it to you or no. I don't think I did. But somebody said, I don't know. They're like, what happened to Holland? They're like, how are we going to recognize him now? Does he even have a number on his jersey? And that made me chuckle.
Oh man, yeah. I didn't recognize him, and then when I did finally see him, I almost, like I said, I was drinking, and I had to kind of work.
Yeah.
Had to take a third and fourth look. He just doesn't look the same.
He doesn't.
I mean, he doesn't look the same. And maybe he did it because everybody made those jokes about him and his sister looking so much alike during the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was the reason why. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Good luck, buddy. But anyway, Manchester United won 2-1 over Bournemouth. And one of the players on Bournemouth, number 15, Smith, he was an irritator. He irritated the hell out of me today. He started playing that Argentinian stuff. He'd pull your jersey and he'd pull your jersey and flop down and then raise his hands like, did you see it? Dude, you're not getting a call. Stop the bull. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? No, but the rest of the Bournemouth players started doing kind of the same thing. They were doing the pull, and then flopping down. In fact, one player got a card for it. One player, I think, got a card for it. He was running with the ball. It was taken away from him. He pulled on the jersey of the person that took the ball. Then he fell over like, he broke my leg. No, yellow card. Yellow card. I think that was the situation. Might have been somewhere somebody got a red card. I don't know. But yeah, Bournemouth, they were playing like Argentina today. They were just doing everything to get a penalty, to get a free kick, to get whatever. I can't stand that. And Smith was the worst of them today. Yeah. He shoved the dude in the back, and then he fell over like he got tripped.
Yeah, I saw that.
Come on, dude. Really? Really? Wow. I mean, yeah, there are players still doing that. And I wish it would stop. I really do. I wish it would stop. You guys are grown men. Play like grown men. Stop being crybabies. You're out there to do one thing, and that is play football. Hello to whoever it is that's watching on YouTube, or is it? No. No, there's no. I thought I had a viewer, but I'm looking at somebody gave us a thumb up. But no, seriously, you guys got to stop doing all that crying and that's one of the things I liked about the matches that I did watch this weekend. I didn't see any of that until I watched that the Manchester United and Bournemouth match. That's when I started seeing the flops and the pulls and the baby crying and I need my bottle and I'm changing my diaper, blah blah blah. Come on, man, you guys are better than that. You're supposed to be, at least. You're supposed to be. But yeah, that was a full weekend basically of the Premier League. There was one match on yesterday. It was for the Beckenbauer Super Cup. and that was between Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won the match 2-1. Olise, you guys remember that name from France, the World Cup? Olise, yeah, he scored in the 45th minute of the first half. Brown, who also plays for Bayern Munich, scored in the 28th, and Silva scored in the 75th minute. There was one red card in the 90th minute. I did not see what happened, but Vincent Bayani got red carded, so he's going to be gone for the next match. Again, I don't know what he did. All of a sudden, it was like his name flashed in there with the little red card saying he got a red card. So, whatever that may have been. There were 16 fouls by Dortmund, 8 by Bayern Munich, and the one red card. I don't see any other cards on here. But yeah, Bayern Munich won the Beckenbauer Super Cup. Congratulations to them. The actual Bundesliga starts next week. So that'll give me 2 leagues I have to keep up with. Premier League, no, actually 3. 4 leagues I'll keep up with. So basically what's going to happen, Lady Blue is going to be giving you all of your Bay Area stuff, all your Bay Area updates, all your Bay Area 49er stuff.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, like, I'm like, okay. Well, y'all.
I mean, I'll pitch in and chime in when I can. You're more of like the technical side of it. You know.
Yeah. What she's trying to say, y'all, is she produces. I'm the talent. I'm the one that's got to get out here.
That's not what I said.
I'm the workhorse. I'm the workhorse. I'm the workhorse.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm the workhorse. But
whatever.
I don't mind. I don't mind, y'all. I don't mind one bit. So what's going on in women's sports? I wanted to jump right into that because I am done with world football until
we don't miss all of the National Women's whatever soccer league, I guess they call it.
Yeah, we miss. Yeah,
all of them. Anyway, so you asked about women in sports. I'm gonna do it real quick because I want to. Starting out with the Golden State Storm in the WNFC.
Mm-hmm.
National tryouts are coming soon. I don't remember what date they said. I just saw something that said the tryouts for the WNFC or Golden State Storm or whoever are coming soon. And they did re-sign Paulina Lopez. I don't remember what position she plays.
I think she was a quarterback.
She's really good at what she does, and she was in the Pro Bowl of the WNFC.
Oh, okay, cool.
I still have not watched the Firebells game yet.
They're a lot of fun to watch.
Can I finish?
I'm just saying, they're a lot of fun to watch.
They are number 1 in their conference or whatever it's called, and they have a 6-4 record.
No, it's got to be more than that.
Well, maybe it's more than that. I don't know. I didn't mean to holler at you. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you did. Don't see. Now y'all see what I have to. Now y'all see. No, it is.
Anyway,
no, yeah. They're 6-4. You're right.
So one thing that I know, and then it's gonna lead me into talk about other stuff, is the Mexico women's flag football team has secured a spot in the Olympics in 2028, the Summer Olympics in 2028.
Yeah, I saw that.
Speaking of that, I don't really know what title this young lady deserves. Well, anyway, I posted her on our page earlier this week, I believe. Her name is Kyvay Robinson. Mm-hmm. She has like 8 offers right now to colleges for flag football.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know. And I'm going to mention in case people didn't look at our Facebook page. And she said she chose a college in New York. Her mom said she doesn't know which one. But she's had like several offers. And I think she had accepted somewhere, maybe like Arizona last year. But her mom said it sounds like she's really confident in her choice of going to whatever the school is in New York. So, like I said, I will definitely keep y'all updated. Shout out to the class of 2026. Also, speaking of flag football, Rashad Ross. He's a former NFL player. Don't know what team he plays for, whatever, but he was hired on as the new flag football coach for Vallejo High School. So,
cool.
Flag football, and I know something that we talked about last year, because now it's going to be an Olympic sport in the 2028 Olympics.
Right.
So, and the movement is really coming along.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Valkyries, they are, I think they're still number 2, right? Or did they drop to number 3?
I hope they have not dropped to 3, because if they have dropped to 3, that is going to be a problem for them, because now they have to fight to keep that second rank, and which, man.
No, they're still number 2. But they lost their last 2 games, sadly, so that's why we were questioning what their standings were. But yeah, so they have another game tomorrow against the Lynx. They lost to the Lynx Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
And then they lost to the Sky Friday, but it was like one of those games that irritates you, like how we were talking about earlier with the Giants, as to where they led for a while, and then coming back, I think second half, the Sky really started to put the pressure on, and towards the end it was like 70-67 or something like that.
I don't remember. Yeah, I know that they came back from 21 points down.
It was bad, because I was like, it's like one of those things where you hate. Well, I won't say that because it's the Valkyries, and that's normally what they're good for. Is kind of like the Warriors, like that fourth quarter push, and they love to come. Well, I don't know if they love to come from behind.
It doesn't matter. They can't afford to start doing that now.
Exactly, because what ended up happening was so I think it became 70-70.
Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. So at the end, like the last few seconds of the game, whatever the girl's name was, what woman's name was on the Chicago Sky, she shot a 3-pointer, and it was like 73-70, and it was like that was it. So, that was no fun. I don't know if I said this before or on the last, when we did it last Sunday, but Tip Hayes has become like the 15th player in WNBA history to record 5,000 points, 1,000 assists, 1,000 rebounds, and 400 steals in her career. So I don't know if I said that, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got. We did well. I think, did we miss the WNBA Hall of Fame?
No.
Induction?
Nope.
Because I know I turned the TV on this week and they were doing the speeches.
Yeah.
And I think I texted you. So only speeches I saw were, is it Andre Stoudemire?
I believe.
Whatever his first name is, but Stoudemire.
Yeah.
And then was it Candace Parker?
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the only 2. Well, I didn't even see Stoudemire.
Those are the 2 that I saw, but I think the reason why I'm highlighting it, because I know Steph was supposed to be inducted this year. So I missed, those are the only 2 speeches I saw.
Yeah, I did no research on that.
Okay.
I didn't do any research on it.
Just I do have something else. Wait, hold on. So you're all trying to brush me all the time. So this day in Giants history, Barry Bonds hit his 400th career home run during a Giants game against the Florida Marlins. And he became the first player in MLB history with 400 home runs and 400 stolen bases. That's all I want to say about Bay Area sports history. And with that, I'm out. I'm done with talking.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Anyway, I'm not done with the Valkyrie situation. This is not the time of it, and this is just me as a player and coach and whatever athlete. This is not the time you want to start losing games. You yet to beat the Lynx. You played them at home. What was it, Friday or Thursday? Friday, Thursday, whatever night it was. Had them at home.
I think
we had the league. We had a lead. We let them slide. They slid, they got in, and then it became an ugly game. Then you go and you lose the very next game, a game in which you should have won. You found yourself down by 21 in that one. You fought and clawed your way back to a 3-point somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Ladies, you're better than that. You better than those teams. You can beat the Lynx. I'm telling you. Hear me now. Anybody watching this right now, if you got any connection to the Lynx or to the Valkyries, give them this word from Serge Ray from the Bay, Sport and Smile podcast. You guys are better than what you're showing. You guys are better than what you're showing.
Well, they're still in second place, so hopefully it's just like a slump that they can pull out of. They did clinch the playoffs.
That's fine.
Or they are. In the playoffs. So hopefully, like I said, they lost 2 games and they'll be able to recover, bounce back. And shout out to Black Panther and T'Challa. Show them who you are.
But this is not the time, ladies, to start falling apart, because when you get into the playoffs, this carries over in your head. It does. Trust me on that one. Ladies, you play better. You can do better. I know you can. So do yourselves a favor. Beat the Lynx. That'll boost your confidence beyond belief. Trust me, especially if you can beat them in their own house, which is where you're playing them tomorrow. You're playing in Minnesota. Go in there and beat them in their own house. Beat them at their own game. We've never beat the Lynx. It's that time. It's that time. What better time than now when you're gearing up for the playoffs? You know you're going to have to see them again if they make it that far, or if you make it that far. 1 and 2 have to face each other at some point. So, ladies, anybody from the Valkyries listening to this, let the ladies know they're better than what they're showing. I got confidence in you. You'll win tomorrow. You'll win tomorrow, I hope. No, I know you will. You can beat them. You can beat them. Don't let them bully you. That's what they look like. They look like a bunch of bullies. I mean, we were looking at Valkyries falling on the floor all over the game, right? Weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. But yeah, there were it seemed like every time there was a Valkyrie on the floor, there was a foul against that Valkyrie.
Yeah, I agree. There were a lot of I don't know how to call it, like unintentional fouls. Like the Valkyrie would get fouled, or the Valkyrie player would get fouled, and like you said, the foul would be called on the Valkyries. So it's like, make that make sense.
Yeah. So we've seen this before where favoritism shows, where referees start closing eyes on certain fouls and then open them bright on others. Yeah, it's pretty evident, if you ask me. It's pretty evident. How you doing, whoever that is who just came in? Whoever's watching there, I don't know who it is, but anyway, it's pretty evident sometimes that the referees are actually just ignoring certain fouls against the Valkyries and picking up and scanning in on the ones that they shouldn't be. There was a block shot by Burton, and they called her for a foul, which they shouldn't have, but they called her for a foul, and it continued to do that kind of stuff. Who is it? Brown? No. It doesn't matter. It's frustrating for the ladies to work that hard and then have a bunch of calls not go your way when they should. It's like, come on, man. You guys, referees, this is a two-way street. It's not an alleyway. You know,
well, they were fighting like they was in the alley.
Yeah, you read about that.
Well, not fighting, but fouling like they was in the alley.
Yeah, you're right. And it was like, dude, did you not see her get slapped in the back of her head? Nope, he didn't see that. But when they went down and she poked her hand to get the ball, foul. You didn't see her get slapped in the back of the head, but you saw her put her hand on the ball to try and take it away, and you called it a foul. Come on. Come on. I remember last season, our inaugural season, I was talking about how bad the referees were, remember?
Yeah.
And I remember I told you they need to get rid of the high
It's
school.
the same referees this year.
Yeah, I know. They need to get rid of the high school and college, or no, high school, recreational, and I forgot where the other referees were coming from, but get rid of them. Hire some of the NCAA college referees who are looking to get an opportunity to ref a professional game. And then we might see some fairness. Either that or just get rid of the men, period. Because it's mostly the men that are missing calls against the Valkyries and calling the fouls against the Valkyries, if that makes sense. They're missing calls when the Valkyries get fouled, but they're not missing nothing if the Valkyries look like they fouled somebody. I just don't get it.
9 times out of 10, they didn't.
I don't get it, but it is what it is. Let's go, ladies. Y'all can do this tomorrow. You can beat the Lynx. You can beat the Lynx. I know you can. I know you will. With that being said, I'm out. I'm done with as far as. I mean, I don't have anything else other than what I talked about a little while ago.
Yeah, me either.
You know,
we've been talking for over an hour.
Yeah.
Not a problem though. I mean, like on the Sundays, we're gonna. You know,
yeah, we're about 11 minutes, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. We got a lot.
And just FYI, we'll be back Thursday with the pregame, postgame, and wrap up
for the 49ers.
I don't know if I'll make the pregame because the game starts at 5.
That's a Thursday night.
If you can do that, great.
Yeah.
I know you will.
Yeah,
I know you hold it down. And then I'll be there for the halftime and the wrap up.
Yeah. So with that being said, everybody,
Let's go sports.
I do appreciate Llewellyn, cousin Llewellyn, Hartzog. I got to get you on the show, man. I got to get you. You talk about 49er history. This man knows his 49ers. Trust me on that. I used to envy him. He's got this, man. Got to get you on the show, Llewellyn. Anyway, I'm Sir Dre from the Bay. With me, as always, Lady Blue in the Bay. And this is Sport and a Smile podcast. And we've enjoyed talking with you. We hope that you enjoy listening to it when we publish. For those of you that were watching live on Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in. And thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever gave it to us, keep checking in with us. I will be here again on Thursday for the pregame for the San Francisco 49ers, Las Vegas Raider match, a Raider game. And we will, we'll see you then.
What is this boy doing?
We'll see you then. In the meantime, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. For Sport and a Smile podcast, I am Sir Dre from the Bay with Lady Blue in the Bay. This is Sport and a Smile podcast. Have a great night.
Say your catchphrase, or are we just not doing that anymore?
And like I always tell you guys, keep sporting a smile. And if you see someone with a frown, give them a smile because you might make their day. They might just need that. With that being said, I am Sir Dre from the Bay with Lady Blue in the Bay for Sport and a Smile podcast. And we are done. Have a good night, y'all.